Wasters? This is Corinne Connorino, aka Suburban Time Waster, back with more Marvel's Midnight Suns, which actually isn't as popular as it used to be among streamers, but still one of my favorites. Plus, well, I recently watched this new Netflix show called Eric, and, well, it's awesome. Some, though, it's like really sad. It's about a guy whose kid gets abducted, and the father's played by Benedict Cumberbatch, who I'm sure anyone who's followed me knows I'm such a huge fan of him. I actually only knew about the show because I knew Benedict Cumberbatch was going to be starring in it, and oh my god. He just really knows how to tug at your heartstrings. I mean, he makes you laugh, he makes you cry, he's just... Okay, I'm not gonna go totally overboard on my Benedict Cumberbatch obsession, but... Anyway. But you just know that he steals the show in every scene he delivers. I mean, it is so amazing, that man. I am so astonished that man has not won an award yet. Because he really deserves
one. So
one.
what did Caretaker say to Stark's big plan?
First I want to talk to Magic, because that's not the only thing that happened to me this week.
Well, out with it. What did Caretaker say when you proposed breaking back into Big Bad Banner's lab to retrieve Stark's Gamma accelerator? Yes, that. I cannot imagine it went well. Not well at all.
She can't stop us.
It is not like she can stop us.
Look who's fully embracing their inner rebel hunter. Be careful. Soon you will be on Caretaker's naughty list, like the rest of us.
I wish I had time to be nice, but I do not.
No, none of us do. I wish she would trust us, so we wouldn't have to go sneaking around behind her back. We deserve that, you know, to be trusted.
You only need to trust yourself.
The only person you need to trust in this world is yourself.
And Nico, Blade, Robbie, and now, you.
You trust me, Ileana?
That's a stupid question. I trust you almost as much as I trust Wanda. That's why it's imperative for you to convince Caretaker that going back to Banner's lab is in the best interest of the entire team.
You think we will encounter Wanda there?
I know we will. Now hurry along and figure out a way to make it happen. We are counting on you.
Okay, as for the other crazy things that have happened to me this week, well, I live in North Texas, and in case anyone's been following the... Okay, Doctor Strange is still healing. In case anyone's been following the weather in North Texas, well, there was a really bad storm this week.
We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
Like I said, really bad storm this week, and...
Do your thing.
And well, the next day when it's all sunny, my technology like completely shut off. Well, not the technology, but my connection to the internet. And that was not good because my old internship, TLT, Tomorrow's Leaders Today, was calling me back for a mentor opportunity. And that's when I had to go to the Zoom meeting. So I had to go on my phone. And oh my god, going on to a Zoom meeting on your phone, it eats the battery. That's why I prefer Zoom meetings. That's why I prefer like my Zoom meetings. I know I'm repeating myself a lot. I'm losing my train of thought on the computer. That's why I got a camera, just so I can go to these meetings. And not just that, but... Well, school just started this week and I got like seriously...
Big plans are in motion, Hunter.
I got like seriously behind because... Well, I've said before that I have an insomnia problem because of my dad inviting a bunch of his relatives over without anyone having a say, and the only time I can get any privacy in my own home was to stay up all night. I'm still recovering from it. I mean, I still have this addiction to staying up late, But thankfully, I haven't waken up any later than 11 a.m., which I guess is an improvement. The problem is, I can't get everything I need to get done in the day.
Everything seemed kind of hopeless until I started poking through Dad's old files, and then bingo, the old man delivered.
The man you hated.
Gives us our biggest ace in the hole. I know, the irony is not lost on me.
All we can do is try it.
I guess the only way to know if this will work is to try it.
That's the spirit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I always say. The original intention of the Gamma Accelerator was to supercharge gamma radiation. It could make a Hulk smash into a Hulk obliterate.
I see where this is going.
And who says Hulk gets all the fun? It would take just a few modifications to make it into a very potent weapon. To be honest, I think that's kind of true of everything my dad created.
So, the lab...
is on our to-do list, but right now we have something more pressing.
We need to get our hands on the Parchment of Power.
And to do that, we need Johnny Blaze to play ball. This is a good plan. I know it.
Well, I know it's kind of my own fault on the schoolwork thing, getting behind, because I got like Python and Firewall class. And, well, I got behind because, well, not only was I feeling a little sick on the first day of the school year, but, well, my head was so jumbled.
There must be a way through that barrier. I know it.
I left my keys at the Collin College bookstore. When I went to get them back before class, the bookstore was closed, so I had to call my mom to drive up, and then, well, we had to get the spare key, which turned out not to have an automatic thing, so I had to use that for a bit, but thankfully I managed to get my keys back the next day. Hey, but that kind of slowed down my schoolwork too.
A force field like that, powered by demonic energy, would be impassable for nearly everyone.
Nearly?
Well, the magic that created that force field was the darkest kind. Not unlike the dark energies within you.
At least my dark side is good for something.
It is good to know that you have finally found an advantage to having an inner darkness.
Oh, there are many advantages, I'm sure. This is just the one that became most apparent to me.
So what do you suggest? I go up and try to walk through the barrier?
Not yet. You will need protection.
Some sort of armor?
I don't want to say too much until I've consulted the library. We will talk soon. That barrier is not as insurmountable as it seems.
I look forward to it, Steven. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I've been getting headaches, which might be caused from stress, not getting enough sleep, and sometimes I have been forgetting to drink water, so I got water with me while I'm recording this. Well, if you hear a sound of something coming down, that's me taking a drink of water from my tumbler. Okay, so I need 10 quartz flowers, 10 dried saddles, and 50 heroic essex. You know how this works. More ingredients for better trade kits. Okay, so I just... Well, I'll worry about collecting ingredients later.
Black goes with everything.
Yeah, that's true, Eddie.
Are you pulling your punches?
But it's not just schoolwork. I'm also part of this Dell class called Excel with Dell. And they're like these simulations in this app called Rainmakers. Rainmakers, I gotta get to 80%, and I also have to take these Dell courses for 100, and there's so much to do. Dude, not just that, I need to learn regular coding. That's not just Python. I need to study for the Network Plus certification, which I failed twice. And
Hunter, hello.
I've applied for coding teaching, and part of the reason I can't get hired is because I have no teaching experience, so I'm trying to brush up on my math so I can sign up for this free tutoring thing called Upchieve and get my tutoring experience. Alright, not to mention cleaning and networking. I mean, I've missed a lot of live streams because I've been busy with schoolwork and Dell and all this stuff. The Mantle of Authority by General Chester Phillips, U.S. Army, retired. Chapter 4 excerpt. As I have shown in previous chapters, General Custer did not just lead from the front, but from the tip of the spear. This relentless, glory-seeking has no place in today's army, of course, nor waging war upon a civilian populace. His recklessness doomed his soldiers. General Washington led from the top. Nevertheless, applying a classic hierarchical structure to a volunteer army creates its own difficulties. Only General Washington's personal engagement with his subordinates, combined with the home ground focus of the Continental Army, allowed for his success. How can we explain the leadership style of Captain Steve Rogers? Yes, he did personally engage in combat with the enemy, but never for personal glory. Countless after-action reports show Captain Rogers reinforcing a wavering battle line or leading a stalled path to inspire his fellow soldiers. On longer duration assignments involving battalion command, Captain Rogers directed his soldiers from the center. Trust in his soldiers and encouraging some autonomy allowed elements to operate independently while still working toward the battalion's overall goal. It is my firm belief that this form of leadership is not limited to Captain Rogers, but can be replicated in government, military, or private industry. And as I was saying, if I keep sleeping late, there's just not going to be enough time in the day to get everything done that I need to get done. So I'm trying to buckle down and start getting my trash together. And as for that thing about Captain America and Steve Rogers, well, it's pretty interesting. And speaking of Steve Rogers, well, there's actually this video game coming out with him and the first Black Panther. Oh, I gotta complete a general mission now. What do I need? Well, I want to check to see how much heroic essence I've already got. How much heroic essence does magic need? Did I delete the message? I hate when I do that. Oh, 50. Okay, I'm getting the credits then. It takes place in the 40s, and Captain America is apparently supposed to be working with Black Panther's father. It looks pretty interesting, I'll admit. I saw a trailer for it a long time ago. I don't know if it's out yet because I've been so busy with schoolwork and the Dell course and everything I just mentioned. It's just so hard for me to keep up with things lately. But at least I can keep up with my videos. But I'm not kidding it. But the sad thing is, I just want to start being able to do all my studying for this course and this schoolwork while still keeping up with live streams and Twitter and Mastodon, and still being able to stream on Twitch, still being able to help keep the house clean. And well, like I said, I gotta start getting up earlier. I can't be sleeping in because I miss out on a lot. It's kind of sad, honestly. Alright, who do I want? Okay, Doctor Strange is still in. Tony's injured, so I'm not going with him. I'll take Captain Marvel with me. What the? Oh, hold on. It's gotta be Hunter and Captain Marvel. Okay, sorry about the pause. What happened was that my mom was calling and I realized since I'm not on streaming, I could just pause the recording, talk to her, and get back to this. Anyway, our team is Spider-Man, Hunter, and Captain Marvel, so let's get going. Such a badass walk.
Maybe you can give them a lesson they won't forget.
You got it.
Say, no problem.
Oh, dear God. One step ahead.
Watch and learn.
Hey, you gotta get rid of those things.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
I hate these
Leave
things.
some for the rest of us.
Hold on, I got an idea. Well, she can just fly like that. There's a lot of... Okay, so... Okay, so it does more damage to that thing to just... Yeah, let's do it.
Good one.
Hey, time to go binary. Anyway, that's not the only thing that happened to me this week. Well, those of you who follow my Twitter know that once I was going to fan days yesterday, but what happened was that, well, things got really busy. I was behind on schoolwork and... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was behind on schoolwork and my mom, well, she had something she had to do on Friday anyway, so we couldn't go. Instead, but we had enough time for a night movie, so we went to see The Watchers. I actually wanted to see Mad Max Furiosa, but my mom, well, she says that, I mean, she absolutely hates the Mad Max trilogy, the one with Mel Gibson. She says those movies suck. Needless to say, she was not interested. She's not interested in watching anything that had anything to do with the Mad Max franchise.
I'm going for it.
Alright, that's one down. Let's get that thing down.
You must be pretty brave. I know I wouldn't want to fight us.
Nice move.
Okay, I don't want to get rid of that. Change the card of a random heroic card in your hand to... Let's see. Yeah, why not? There's only one heroic card in my hand. Alright, I am totally getting rid of this, and you know how much I love Hero Combo. Okay, as I was saying, my mom absolutely hates the Mad Max franchise. She did not want to see any movie in the franchise Mad Max at all. She wanted nothing to do with that. So instead, we ended up seeing The Watchers.
You're as good as they say.
And honestly, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's got this great world building and it's suspenseful. Like you're wondering, where are the characters? What's gonna happen to them?
Tell them who sent you.
I hate bleed.
Their persistence
Dakota Fanning was actually really brilliant in it.
At least you get to take a nap.
I was a little hesitant because I read that it was made by M. Night Shyamalan and...
Effort?
Okay, let's see. Okay, this'll work.
Oh, this should be good.
But it turns out it's not M. Night Shyamalan. It's his sister, or I don't know how he's related to her, but the woman who directed it has the exact same last name. Get
Here
those
we
things
go
down.
Coming at you.
Oh. Only got one guy to go, and hopefully it'll let me use the... Well, he's gonna die after this, so might as well.
You are too weak for this fight.
But whoever it is that has the last name
Hopefully they learned
Shyamalan...
their lesson, but we all know that's wishful thinking.
Not bad. Whoever it is that happen to have M. Night Shyamalan's last name, well, they actually have a lot of talent, and I hope to see more movies from them or more movies from her, because she is really talented. Not just that, but the world created in the movie is similar to this original idea I have, so... So, I'm honestly kind of inspired to start writing original fiction again. Lately it's just been fanfics, because that's all my brain has time for, but... if I start getting up early and start making more time for my writing, I could probably knock out fanfics, original fiction, and I could probably start writing reviews and
Hey, Hunter.
podcasts again.
Don't tell anyone, but I forgot what the mission objective was. But I'm sure glad it seems like we accomplished it.
I forgot the mission objective too. Yeah, that's partly why it's mainly been Let's Plays from me and shorts, because I haven't had time to record podcasts again, but I really want to start.
Oh my god, Robbie, why are you so pumped about meeting Blaze? Word on the street is the dude's a major a-hole.
Watch yourself, Hunter. Oops, you're bad. This night is darker than most.
Why? Is there a danger I am not seeing?
You're looking right at it. Lilith's darkness is testing me, Hunter. Her power is growing and mine along with it. I won't lie. I like feeling this strong. I like it a little too much. Surely you felt it too.
I know that feeling.
I know that feeling well, Blade.
Lilith is your mother after all. I'm doing my best to keep the blood-sucking beast in me at bay, but it's getting harder and harder each night. And I'll be honest, it pisses me off. You know how much I like to be in control.
Don't be afraid of yourself.
Do not be afraid of your own shadow, Blade, when it is your shadow that gives you your edge.
And it's a sharp edge, too.
You know, Sometimes I have found all you need is a good night's sleep. It does wonders for my outlook.
Good nights, bad nights. I really don't sleep. It's not my thing. I'll be awake for a long time tonight. If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up.
And what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
Do you think the Fallen can be saved?
Are you curious about the Fallen? Do you think we can bring them back?
I wonder. They look terrible on the outside. I can't imagine they look any better on the inside. But I don't want to think those things about Wanda, so I really don't think about it at all.
Lilith's evil goes deep. It corrupts to the core.
Like I said, I'd rather think about other things.
Can the Midnight Suns work as a team?
Do you think the Suns will ever pull it together as a team?
A team's only as good as its leader. Maybe that leader is you, maybe it isn't.
It seems you and Logan have hit it off.
Seeing you and Logan bonding through training makes my heart glad.
Logan's a good sparring partner. He doesn't hold back. Wouldn't mind having some of his carefree attitude, but not enough to lose my edge.
There's a lot more to Logan than appears at first.
I know he's got his dark side. He's just better at showing it off.
What could Lilith use against you?
While we are talking about Lilith, is there anything she might be able to use against you?
You mean leverage?
Lilith looks for weaknesses as a way to get into your mind. I need to know about yours.
I knew a woman once, Gloriana. We traveled the world together, slaughtering vampires and making love. Good times. We were in London and got word of a master vampire on the loose. My big ego told me I could kill him as easy as the others. I was wrong. I nearly got myself killed. And because of that mistake, I left him an opening to turn Glory into one of his kind. The woman I loved became the thing I hate. I'll spare you the rest of the details.
It is okay. I understand the emotions. Love turning to hate resonates with me well.
Why aren't you training with Carol?
This seems like a good time to train with Carol. Why not?
Logan's here.
No, I mean, if you have feelings for her, you should...
I said Logan's here.
Ah, right. I understand.
I need to take my leave.
The night is only getting darker, and I am getting tired.
Then sleep?
You are not going to hit the coffin too? It is going to be an early morning.
I don't know what it is with you and coffins.
That felt good. Needed that.
We're gonna need a new training dummy. You ended that one's career.
Sorry to bust up your equipment. Training at night always gets me in the zone.
I'm the same. Night Stalker, all the way. Gives me a chance to let go. Be myself without worrying what others might think.
Bub, I don't even know what myself is anymore. Butchers at Weapon X threw my mind into a blender. Wanted to erase the man to unleash the pure beast. They got what they wanted. And then some. Charles has been trying to help me put the pieces back ever since. I'm not even sure I want to remember it all.
A vampire fed on my mother during my birth. For whatever reason, her face at that moment was burned into my mind. It was the same one I saw years later when I had to put her down.
We better order a lot more training dummies.
If you're not busy, we could sit a while. It would be nice to catch up.
And what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
Okay, now...
The night is only getting darker, and I am getting tired.
Then sleep?
You are not going to hit the coffin too? It is going to be an early morning.
I don't know what it is with you and coffins.
Okay, finally, that thing's disappeared over his head. Let's see. Okay, Iron Man and Doctor Strange want to talk too.
It's always surprising when you receive help from unexpected places. Tony could blot out the sky with the number of satellites he could launch to hunt for Blaze, and I don't think it would do any good. Meanwhile, the greatest help we could have asked for came from this mysterious demon locked away in these flames for all eternity. Demons are, by definition, evil, yet this one seems to want to help. And I'm inclined to trust it.
I think it's a sign of how desperate things are becoming. I'm gonna well, Doctor Strange usually knows what he's talking about, so I'm gonna say your instincts are excellent with these things.
No one in this abbey understands the ways of demons more than you. If you think the demon has valuable advice, then I trust you.
Your confidence in me continues to be a boon, Hunter. I hope one day I can return your faith in me.
So, Robbie.
He is very definitely the key to finding Blaze. How do we make that happen? I think Stark and I have our work cut out for us. Tony and I need to put our heads together. We should have something soon.
There are only so many places a guy with a flaming skull on a motorcycle could be. I've got multiple satellites in orbit right now that can locate him.
Blaze isn't some regular guy. If he doesn't want to be found, I suspect he won't be found.
Okay, Dr. Positivity, if you have better ideas, why don't you conjure them up?
Hey, he's still working on it. But I call that chemistry. Her trying to tell him that she has the utmost faith in Strange. That's right, total Hunter Strange shipper.
Him being your hero.
Who's that?
An annoying, outdated boomer. Just like your boy Blaze.
Blaze is not a boomer.
We're ending their war. It's a slow burn, but we'll get there.
And I'm gonna hang out with Captain Marvel. Hold on, I forgot. I haven't played this game in so long, I forgot what their favorite hangouts are. Hold on, I'm looking for it. But I actually am... well, there is one podcast thing I've been trying to edit. It's this, it's one of the Star Trek Online Captain's Logs, I promise. Like I said, really sorry, but I'm gonna start getting... I'm gonna try and start getting my trash together and start having more time to do more things throughout the day. But what the Captain's Log is, it's one of the first one I've ever written. It's from Candy's point of view, and it's one of the old Breen missions that are no longer around in Star Trek Online. I've been trying to edit it, and, well, one problem is that I said that Candy has Sherlock Holmes' deduction abilities, but, well, I'm having a little problem implementing the deduction abilities into that Breen mission, because I'll be honest, I'm kind of glad they removed the Breen missions, because they don't really give you much to work with. They weren't really that story heavy, and honestly, the only really good part was the ending. I've been thinking about just deleting the Breen logs and skipping them and going to the next Candy mission to see if I can merge her deduction abilities, like her Sherlock Holmes level deduction abilities, into that. And it's something I've always kind of had a problem with, but she was inspired by both Sherlock from the BBC show, one of Benedict Cumberbatch's first characters, and House from the show House. Both these obnoxious these intelligent and obnoxious people. The problem is you gotta show their intelligence. You gotta make people see why they're useful, and they do become tolerated despite their behavior. And I am trying to master that with Candy. And it... oh. Well, it hasn't been easy. I mean, there are some Star Trek missions where one of the good ones where it would be good to merge Candy's deduction abilities with the mission. And it's a little easier in original fiction because it's me creating the scene. See, I have somewhat easier time in my Deep Space Nine fanfic because... well, I had to rewrite like 1,000 times to get it right, to be honest. So that's why the first Star Trek Online mission is going to take a while. I might have to rewatch the Bream mission on YouTube to try to figure out where Candy's deduction abilities comes into play without making the data mistake of jumping to the end and figuring everything out. You can see how things become a challenge. But I am going to conquer this. I'm determined to.
When this is over, we should go skiing.
The two of us?
Oh, I meant the whole team, but sure. Either works for me.
Why ski when you can fly?
I'm not just my powers hunter. Sometimes I like to take it slow, just roll with the mountainside. Don't you?
I never had the chance.
All my life has been running from or rushing towards Lilith. I do not know what slow is.
That does it. Once we send your mother back to the pit she crawled out of, I am organizing a ski trip. We'll start on the bunny slopes. I'll teach you pizza and french fries. There'll be a thermos of hot cocoa waiting for you.
I do not want to hold you back.
Oh, you're fine. We'll take it at your pace. I enjoy slowing down, remember?
Alright, let's see. I don't think she's interested in reading about Iron Man. Serenity. Ooh, but she loves... oh, she only likes that. Let's see, hold on. She doesn't care for the New Mutants. Snack box. Oh, she doesn't like root beers. But she does like fresh and fruity.
It's rare that I have that much fun.
Hey, hangout complete, now I'm continuing. Okay, I didn't get the level up that I wanted, but... well, still pretty cool. Not where I intended to go.
I'm trying a new workout routine. The more I burn off, the more I get to eat.
That sounds like a good deal. Alright, now that the day's over, time to sleep. And after that nighttime sleep, I'm afraid that my time wasting will have to come to an end. I do intend to come back to Midnight Suns, and next time I will be probably going to the book club and finally going on the story mission that's probably going back to Bruce's lab. Anyway, I hope you liked this video enough to give it a like, and if you want to see more content from me, such as videos, shorts, live streams I only do like once a month, and the podcasts that are taking quite a long time, and I'm still sorry for that. Feel free to subscribe to me and hit that little notification bell so that You can always stay up to date on what I do.